Hi there, it's Kim Kaiser, transformative business coach, and each week I'm hoping to bring you something digestible and valuable, just one thing that you can reflect on and implement in your business and your life. And this week I'm going to add on to what we've been talking about. So we have been talking about connecting at a deeper level to who you are, and that disconnection is from who we are is one of the only problems that people actually face. A lot of other problems come out of that one, get spurned from that one. But like if we want to work at the deepest level with ourselves, healing that disconnection, getting reconnected to who you are and why you're on the planet is the quickest way to heal things in your life. And this week I want to talk about something that goes with what we talked about last week when we talked about the wisdom of slow, how we can go slowly in our minds while we go quickly at the speed of business and life that we need to, but that our mind doesn't have to go so fast, that we can get into a reflective response to life instead of a reaction, okay? And today I'm going to reveal something that at first may sound really obvious, but I would say 95% of the people that I meet don't have a handle on this, okay? And it's listening, okay? We are taught in our culture to listen to respond to someone. We're taught to be active listeners, like get our body language going, mirror the other person. They're like, think about all this stuff while we're supposedly listening. That's really bad advice. We're taught to listen and sort of formulate our response at the same time we're supposedly listening, which again, that's not possible. We aren't really listening if we're formulating a response. Now, if you really learn to listen to the people around you, again, to your team, to your staff, to your colleagues, to your spouse, to your children especially, this will change your life. But again, it's going to take connecting to who you are. It's going to take really tapping into the wisdom of slow to be able to listen in this way. So what I'm suggesting is when someone sits down to talk to you about something that's concerning them, what they're really used to, and probably how you're used to being listened to, is, again, more like a ping pong match. You talk, I listen. I respond, you listen. But it's a ping ponging back and forth. There's hardly any space in most conversations. I was at a networking group the other day, and it's sort of a round table, and I was just shocked at how little listening was going on. That someone was sharing what they wanted to share, and the person hadn't even told half their story before someone else was jumping in with their advice. Now, I'm going to talk about advice next week, and you probably already know my opinion on that. But there's no listening going on. You can really tell people just want to be listened to. Many times with my staff when I was a manager, and really if I would sit and listen to someone without jumping in and trying to solve, even though it's tempting, I know it's really tempting as humans to want to help. But if I could do that, really many times a lot got solved just by the listening and letting things rest. The person would come to their own conclusion, right? But again, most of us are not listened to this way. We're not taught to listen this way. We're taught to, okay, let me really, earn my keep by giving this person a solution. Well, here's the thing, guys. It doesn't make sense because, again, when we're in the wisdom of slow, and when we're connected to who we are and why we're here, we have the solution ourselves if someone would listen to us. Well, it's the same for the person sitting across the table from us. If you let them talk long enough, they will slow down. and new ideas will dawn on them automatically because that's just how the human system works. It's just we don't use that part of the system very well anymore. You know, we're going fast. We're always on phones. We're texting back and forth. We're scrolling through social media. We're commenting. We're, you know, everything, again, goes so fast that we've forgotten how to listen. So the experiment that I would love for you guys to do this week, there's a little bit of action on this one, is the next time someone comes to you with something they really want to talk about, like they have a concern, I want you to play with listening with absolutely nothing on your mind. Nothing. You're not going to formulate what you're going to say. You're not going to tell them how you would solve that problem, because that would be your wisdom, not theirs. You're going to sit and listen and reflect and see what happens. And I think you will be amazed at the results. I think you can implement this in a meeting as well. It takes a little bit of setup, like I've set this video up for you guys. You could set a meeting up like this to where people really get to express their ideas and have them land on other people, and you can really listen to be impacted. That would be another way to say it. Listen with nothing on your mind, but really listen to people so that you get impacted. Okay? Now, I will guarantee you that if you become habitually a listener like this, it will change your world. It'll change how people show up around you. It will change you, because you're going to learn so many amazing things about people. People are going to want to be closer to you. You're going to have a rapport with people that is really unusual, extraordinary. So I challenge you to listen in this way a few times this week. It's addicting. It's how I listen to people most of the time when I coach. I'm not looking to slip my advice into them. I'm really looking for them to find their answer. And I know sitting with myself I'm connected to myself. I'm in the wisdom of slow. I'm really listening. Often helps people find their own answers. So I've really enjoyed doing these videos for you guys each week. I'm really looking forward to next week's, and it has to do with advice. And I hope you'll join me again next week for that one. Thank you.